It's Midnight Raven, and today for my 30-day fitness and health challenge, I want to talk to you about extreme sports that you can try on land. So if you haven't seen my previous video that I did, we did extreme sports to try on water, and today we're going to be looking at extreme sports that you can try on land. So I'm not condoning that you just go out and attempt all these weird, challenging sports, but sometimes it can be good to push yourself or give yourself that little bit of extra challenge. Some of these you can do at your local leisure center. Some of these you can do on holiday, depending on where you go. So let's get into the video. If you haven't seen me before, I'm the Midnight Raven, and I'm doing this 30-day health and fitness challenge to benefit my health, mind, and my body. So the first thing we're going to look at today is sandboarding. So this activity is performed on sand, and the riders will usually jump off of sand dunes while standing on the board or laying on the board. Usually their feet are strapped and they stand at the top of a high sand dune, and they basically just slide down it, kind of like being on a surf wave. This is a kind of cool sport. It's not overly dangerous. There's no kind of high extreme danger on this one. It is an extreme sport, mind you, just because of how it is, but it's not a dangerous one. Number 2, zorbing. So zorbing is the act of rolling down a hill in an inflatable ball. So you can do zorbing with an inflatable ball going down a hill, or you can do zorbing on water where you're in a inflatable ball. You're basically put on the middle of a swimming pool generally, or a little paddling lake, and you usually walk around in the zorb, and you'll probably fall over numerous times and attempt to make the zorb go round. This is usually quite funny. Kids can even do this one. I think the more extreme one is the rolling down the hill. The ones where you do it in the water, you usually are tethered when you do it with kids, or they're in a little small pool where they can't go anywhere and it's totally safe. They actually had some of these near me before, down in Great Yarmouth. During the summer, they'd have these little zorbs. And I think my son's been in them quite a few times. Number 3 is called park hour. So the idea is to get from one point to another without using any aids. So this is usually done in complex locations where you end up having to climb, run, or jump in order to overcome natural or urban hurdles. This was developed by military training. The idea is that you don't have a compass, you don't have a map. You're told to get from one point to the other, and basically you make your way there, and you go for whatever terrain, problems, chasms, caves, walkways, forests, whatever comes your way, and you're meant to deal with the situation so you can get from one place to the other. This could mean jumping from heights. This could also mean climbing, running, leaping. This is more of an extreme sport, especially if you're looking for maybe that extra challenge. Maybe you're healthy and fitter and you just need to push yourself a little more. This isn't for everybody, mind you. Like I said, it was devised by military training, so this is really kind of intense. If you're looking for something like SAS Extreme, maybe this would be up your street. Personally, not for me. Next is the xpogo. So that's XPOGO, known as extreme pogo. This is an action-packed sport involving pogo sticks used to perform dangerous and skillful maneuvers, i.e. flips and turns and jumps. This is basically an adrenaline junkie sport. So if you have ever had a pogo stick and you jumped up and down and you thought, oh, this is fun, how about jumping over obstacles, jumping between obstacles? Yeah, this is a more extreme thing. And remember, the only thing stopping you hitting the ground is this pogo stick. So at the end of the day, you could be a big kid on a pogo stick, but this is a lot more extreme, a lot more dangerous. So if you're looking for Then a little bit of extra, I suppose you call it childhood activity, just a little bit more extreme. The next thing is street luge. So this is a gravity extreme powered sport. This is performed on a narrow road. Generally, they're closed off, or it's a narrow road where it's one-way traffic or it's unused. Riders use what they call a street luge, and this is a board that they power through tracks at high speed. So you basically end up with a street cut off and you use these street luge. Kind of more dangerous. You can get seriously hurt in these. Like I said, they're narrow roads, they're closed off, but you are traveling at high speed. So if you're one for like motion sickness, or you're just not that kind of person that likes like high speed extreme sports, this one again wouldn't be for you. But it does have an element of danger. So if you're looking for that chance of getting hurt, this one's more likely. The next thing we're looking at is caving. So caving involves exploring many caves, and the challenges depend on the cave. The cave can be dark, uneven, there could be water obstacles, there could be really confined spaces. And I myself, I've actually done caving before. I did caving where we went down these disused mine shafts, and they were so small, and I virtually cried the entire time. It's when I found out that I was claustrophobic. What a time to find out. It was dark. It was so claustrophobic, and I felt sick. I felt dizzy, and found out I was claustrophobic. It was, what a way to find out, though. But caving can be really cool, though. Stalagmites and stalactites and the scenery and everything. But like I said, again, with the uneven surfaces, the water, the obstacles, it being closed in, this may not be for everybody. If you're claustrophobic, scared of the dark, and that kind of thing, it's not going to be for you. And the last one, we're going extreme this time. We're going volcano boarding. Oh, yes. Not just in a tiny cave now. We're going for volcanoes. So this sport is highly dangerous, hence the name volcano. This is practiced on the slopes of an active or deactive volcano. So basically you surf on a board down the volcano on the outside, obviously not on the inside. But this has tons of dangerousness. Not for the fact that it's a volcano that could erupt at any point. Even if it's dormant, it could erupt. There's the lava. There's the breathing in the poisonous gases that come from the actual volcano. You have to wear protective clothing and goggles to protect you from the extreme heat and the extreme fatigue, because you get so hot. The poisonous gases, you could breathe them in. And the fact that the volcano could erupt at any point, even if it's a dormant volcano, there's always a chance it could erupt. And what better way than sliding down on a board on this volcano? So if you can think of a more dangerous sport than going down a volcano on a board, I'd love to hear about it in the chat, because this was like one of the more extreme sports I could find. So today we were looking at extreme sports to try on land. We had sandboarding, zorbing, park hour, xpogo, street luge, caving, and my personal extreme favorite, volcano boarding. So if you want to see more from me, give me a big thumbs up, like and subscribe. I actually do have another video in the series if you haven't already seen it. It was extreme sports on the water. And then coming up, I also have another one called extreme sports in the air. So if you want to see that one, make sure you click that notification bell so you can see I load videos every day. And if you want to comment down below, like I said, do you know an extreme sport more extreme than volcano boarding? And I will see you tomorrow for another video. Take care and thanks for watching. Love you all. Bye, guys.